Eliza, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming along. Firstly, congratulations being elected as Vice President for Health, Social Care, Education and Medical Science. Firstly, how does it feel?
Amazing. I'm still like proper in shock and I still can't believe it. So it's like exciting every time someone's like, hey, congratulations. And I'm like, oh my God, I know, right? So I'm so happy.
Who was the first person you told that you'd been elected, and how did they react?
Oh, well, I called home. So I phoned a friend. I was like, Mom! And I was just like, she was like, yeah, she couldn't understand me over all the screaming. And then she's like, so what does this mean? And I was like, I'm staying in England. I get to be at uni for another year. So that was, yeah, everyone proper heard me. And then I ugly cried, like a proper, like, it's fabulous.
You seemed quite surprised that you'd won on the night.
Yeah.
So why was that?
Because during campaign week was really intense, and I don't think I ever appreciated how hard campaigning is. Like I've seen like, Obama and everyone do it, and I'm like, oh, it's no big, it's proper hard. And then I was thinking that I'd only spoken to like 50 people, like face to face. I don't think I talked to more than 50 people. And then I was like, oh God. And then once they started reading the numbers and the votes, and it was like so-and-so, 100 and something, I was like, I've lost it. I've only spoken to 50 people. Like, this isn't gonna happen. And then when I heard my number, I was like, ah! And I proper screamed and stuff. So I was just like shocked that like that many people had voted, and then like the power of social media, and then your friends, like, all of my friends being so supportive. They were so supportive throughout the whole thing, and I was so pleased, and I was just like, grateful.
And it was 5 votes that you won by.
At the end, yeah, after the redistribution.
So what would you say to reassure students that might actually say you weren't the right person for the role because it was so close? What would you say to them?
I would say, watch me work. And within the next year, I honestly aim to make sure that the students' voices are heard, to ensure that your overall student experience is that much more enhanced, and I'm gonna make it amazing, so just watch me work.
Tell me about yourself, about growing up back home and moving here. Obviously you moved here in September.
Yeah.
And have you enjoyed your experience while you've been here?
Yeah, so I grew up in Manhattan, back home, and then I moved to the Bronx when I was about in year 2. I did my bachelor's in social work with the minor in education and decided to master in my minor, so I'm doing a master's in early childhood education now. Volunteer work, I love volunteering. It's a part of like who I am, and it's embedded within me. So back home I also volunteered in Honduras, and I helped build homes for underprivileged children. And in the Dominican Republic in 2015, I worked in an orphanage for like 10 days and an alternative spring break program, and that was pretty amazing too. Here, it's amazing.
You like it?
Yeah, it's great.
What will you bring to the table as Vice President?
I'm a great listener. I'm a fast learner. And I think I'm really charismatic, which I think you need in this kind of role, because you have to be able to work with your team. You have to be able to kind of work with others in general and just be charismatic so that the students feel like they can actually come to you and speak with you and understand that you'll be there to help them in any kind of way possible. And I'm a fast learner, so that's great too.
Is there anything that frightens you about the challenge that you've taken on? And how do you deal with challenges?
I'm kind of like a little bit like nervous about the fact that it's like a completely different, new role, you know what I mean? And of course, there's going to be a lot of learning associated with it and trial and error and things like that. So like I'm nervous about that, but overall, like with challenges, I just never give up. I try my best and I try harder and I learn from what I've done wrong, or if I've done something properly, then I'll just like build on from that and do better or improve on that.
In your manifesto, you said that often candidates say anything to get elected and don't make good on the things that get them into office. How can you reassure students that you're going to be different?
I'm going to live true to my manifesto. So within my manifesto, I talked about wanting to do more cultural give it a goes, and that was something that any student that I spoke to, it's one of the things that like I really honed in on, and I really do want to do that, because even though I'm from America and you think, oh, it's just, there's no, I do feel like sometimes like I feel like I don't have a part of my culture here, and I'm Puerto Rican, so like I haven't encountered a restaurant that does Puerto Rican food and things like that, so I know how important it is as an international student or a student period to just feel like you have a piece of home, you know? So while Give It a Goes are fun, and it's fun to try new things and things like that, I think it's also important to remember who you are and where you come from.
What are you most excited about starting the job in July?
Working with my team. I'm really excited. I love everyone that got elected, and like everyone's amazing. And just working with the SU period, because I've been on the student side and seen what the SU does and how amazing they are and how helpful and things like that, and all the events they run and Freshers Week and things like that. We don't have that back home, so that was completely new to me. So I'm really excited about that, and just kind of like the different campaigns that I'll be able to work on myself and just the overall experience of what's to come. So I'm super excited, and I hope the students are excited too.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And good luck in the job.
Thank you.